10 Weirdest Animals on Earth, Incredible Strange Creatures Documentary.
Axolotl, the eternal child of the water. In the quiet lakes of Mexico, there exists a creature that defies the normal course of life. The axolotl, often referred to as the Mexican walking fish, is an amphibian unlike any other. Unlike most amphibians, which undergo metamorphosis from larva to adult, the axolotl remains in its juvenile form throughout its life, a phenomenon known as neoteny. With feathery external gills protruding from the sides of its head, the axolotl looks as if it has just stepped out of a fantasy illustration. These gills are delicate, almost translucent, yet they are highly efficient at extracting oxygen from the water. Axolotls possess a remarkable ability to regenerate lost body parts, including limbs, heart tissue, and even parts of their brain, a feature that has made them a subject of intense scientific study. Despite its seemingly fragile appearance, the axolotl is a predator. It hunts small fish, worms, and insects with a sudden strike, swallowing prey whole. Unfortunately, habitat destruction and pollution have rendered this extraordinary creature critically endangered. Yet even in captivity, the axolotl continues to fascinate researchers and animal lovers alike with its eternally youthful appearance and almost magical regenerative abilities. Pink handfish, the walking fish. In the coastal waters of southern Australia lives a fish that seems to have abandoned the traditional art of swimming, the pink handfish. Unlike typical fish, it uses its pectoral fins like hands, walking along the seafloor instead of swimming gracefully through the water. The pink handfish is small, rarely exceeding 15 centimeters, and its delicate coloration blends with the sandy seabed. Its unusual locomotion may seem awkward, but it provides stability and precision when navigating complex coral and rocky environments. Despite its whimsical appearance, the handfish faces threats from habitat loss and environmental changes, reminding us of the fragile balance in marine ecosystems. Observing a pink handfish is like witnessing a small miracle. Evolution has crafted a fish that walks, not swims, challenging our understanding of what a fish can be.
Leafy sea dragon, the living seaweed. Off the southern and western coasts of Australia swims one of the ocean's most enchanting creatures, the leafy sea dragon. This fish is a master of disguise, its body adorned with long, leaf-like appendages that mimic seaweed and kelp. Unlike other fish that rely on speed, the leafy sea dragon drifts slowly, using its delicate fins to remain nearly invisible to predators. Leafy sea dragons are close relatives of seahorses and share a similar reproductive trait. Males carry the eggs. The camouflage of the leafy sea dragon is a survival strategy so effective that divers often overlook it entirely, even when swimming just meters away. Its serene, almost magical presence has made it a favorite among marine biologists and underwater photographers alike. This creature embodies the beauty of evolutionary creativity. In a world filled with predators, adaptation often favors invisibility and deception over raw power. A lesson from the leafy sea dragon that survival is as much about subtlety as strength. Star-nosed mole, the sensory marvel. Hidden in the wetlands of North America is a mole with one of the most unusual faces in the animal kingdom, the star-nosed mole. Around its nose are 22 pink, fleshy appendages shaped like a star, known as nasal tentacles, which are packed with over 25,000 sensory receptors called Eimer's organs. These tentacles allow the mole to detect and identify food at lightning speed. Scientists have observed that a star-nosed mole can locate, identify, and consume an insect in just a few hundredths of a second, making it one of the fastest foragers in the animal kingdom. Its small star-shaped nose is not just for show, it is a highly specialized sensory organ, providing an extraordinary sense of touch in complete darkness. Living primarily underground or in wet soil near water bodies, the star-nosed mole showcases an evolutionary marvel. Adaptation can take forms far stranger than the eye might imagine. Its face may seem alien, but it is a perfect tool for survival in its subterranean world.
Mata Mata Turtle, the master of disguise. In the slow-moving rivers and swamps of South America dwells a turtle so extraordinary it appears to have been carved from driftwood, the Mata Mata Turtle. With a wide, flattened head, rough, ridged carapace, and skin folds resembling bark and leaves, this turtle is the ultimate camouflage artist. The Mata Mata spends much of its life motionless, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. Its method of feeding is as strange as its appearance. It creates a sudden suction by opening its wide mouth and drawing in fish in a split second. Despite being large, sometimes reaching over 18 inches in length, this turtle moves with surprising stealth, almost invisible in its murky aquatic habitat. The Mata Mata is a testament to nature's ingenuity in disguise and survival. It blends so perfectly with its environment that even predators and humans often fail to spot it. Its bizarre appearance, far from being a liability, is an evolutionary advantage, ensuring its quiet persistence in the South American wetlands.
Saiga antelope, the long-nosed nomad. Across the steppes of Central Asia roams a creature straight out of a naturalist's dream, the Saiga antelope. Recognizable by its unusual, flexible nose, which looks like a compressed trunk, the Saiga's unique facial structure filters dust during migrations and warms cold air before it reaches the lungs. Saigas are migratory herbivores, traveling in enormous herds that once numbered in the millions. Their unusual appearance is matched by a quirky gait and a slightly bulging forehead, giving them a prehistoric appearance. However, today the Saiga faces critical endangerment due to habitat loss, hunting, and disease outbreaks. Conservation efforts are ongoing, aiming to preserve these remarkable animals and their vast grassland homes. Watching a herd of Saiga bounding across the plains is a glimpse into a world few humans have witnessed, a world where evolution crafted a creature both bizarre and perfectly suited to survival in extreme conditions. Dumbo octopus, the flying elephant of the deep. In the crushing depths of the ocean, where sunlight barely penetrates, swims a creature that seems plucked from a child's imagination, the Dumbo octopus. Named for its ear-like fins reminiscent of the famous cartoon elephant, this deep-sea cephalopod glides gracefully through the water, flapping its fins like wings. Unlike its shallow-water relatives, the Dumbo octopus does not have ink sacs, perhaps because it has few predators at such extreme depths. These octopuses feed by pouncing on small crustaceans and worms, swallowing them whole. What makes them truly extraordinary is not just their appearance, but their ability to survive in the harsh, high-pressure environment of the deep sea, where temperatures hover near freezing and light is almost non-existent. Scientists have marveled at the Dumbo octopus's unique locomotion. Unlike other octopuses that crawl on the ocean floor, this species primarily swims, creating an ethereal spectacle as it undulates through the abyss. The Dumbo octopus reminds us that evolution often favors creativity over convention, producing forms that delight and bewilder in equal measure.
Naked mole rat, the underground enigma. Beneath the sun-scorched savannas of East Africa, a strange, wrinkled creature tunnels through the earth. The naked mole rat, hairless and pink-skinned, defies many of the rules of mammalian life. Its almost translucent skin allows the passage of oxygen in low-oxygen environments, and it can survive in conditions that would be fatal to most other mammals. Naked mole rats are eusocial, living in colonies dominated by a single breeding queen, similar to insects like ants or bees. They have virtually no sense of pain in their skin, an adaptation to their high carbon dioxide tunnels. Moreover, these remarkable rodents are highly resistant to cancer, making them a subject of medical research. Despite their unattractive appearance, naked mole rats demonstrate extraordinary intelligence and cooperation. They dig tunnels with their teeth, share food, and maintain complex social structures underground. They may not win any beauty contests, but in the world of evolutionary innovation, the naked mole rat reigns supreme.
Aye, Madagascar's creepy cute lurker. On the island of Madagascar, nightfall brings out a creature so bizarre that it has inspired local legends and fears. The aye, a type of lemur, is a master of nocturnal stealth. Its most striking feature is a long, thin, flexible middle finger, which it uses to tap on tree bark in search of insects, a process called percussive foraging. When the aye detects hollow spaces under the bark, it gnaws a hole with its strong teeth and inserts its elongated finger to extract larvae and grubs. The finger acts like a natural tool, a marvel of evolutionary engineering. With enormous eyes adapted to see in the dark and shaggy, coarse fur, the aye is both fascinating and unsettling to the human observer. The local Malagasy people historically viewed the aye as a harbinger of bad luck, which has led to persecution. Conservationists have since worked tirelessly to protect this unusual primate, educating locals about its ecological importance as a pest controller. Today, the aye is celebrated as one of nature's most intriguing examples of adaptation.
Blobfish, the deep-sea balloon. Far below the ocean surface, in waters off Australia and New Zealand, lurks one of the strangest fish in the world, the blobfish. To the untrained eye, the blobfish appears as a gelatinous, almost sad-faced creature, earning it the nickname the world's ugliest animal. Yet this appearance is misleading. In its natural habitat, 1,200 to 1,500 meters beneath the waves, the blobfish's soft, jelly-like body is perfectly adapted to withstand extreme pressure, which would crush most other fish. At such depths, buoyancy is more important than muscle or skeletal strength, and the blobfish relies on its gelatinous flesh to hover just above the seafloor, conserving energy while it waits for food. The blobfish feeds on edible matter that floats by, including crabs, sea urchins, and other small invertebrates. Though it seems passive, this lifestyle is a remarkable adaptation to a world of darkness, freezing temperatures, and crushing pressure. When brought to the surface, the lack of pressure causes it to collapse into the drooping, almost comical shape we are familiar with. The blobfish is a reminder that beauty in nature is relative, and survival often trumps aesthetics.
From the misty lakes of Mexico to the silent depths of the world's oceans, From the vast, wind-swept plains of Central Asia to the shadowed rivers of South America, our planet teems with life so diverse, so astonishing, that it defies imagination itself. Each corner of Earth holds stories of evolution's creativity, where nature paints in colors and shapes that seem beyond human comprehension. Evolution does not bow to our ideas of beauty or perfection. It is guided only by the rhythm of survival. It sculpts creatures that are sometimes breathtaking, sometimes bizarre, yet always magnificent in their purpose. The axolotl, eternally young beneath the waters of Mexico. The eye tapping in the night forests of Madagascar. The Dumbo octopus, drifting like a dream through the deep abyss. And the naked mole rat, thriving in darkness beneath the African earth. The blobfish of the deep seas, shaped by pressure rather than grace. The Saiga antelope, with its otherworldly nose across the steppes. The mata turtle, camouflaged as a piece of living wood in the Amazon. The star-nosed mole, whose strange face feels what eyes cannot see. And the leafy sea dragon and pink handfish, gliding and walking in the secret silence of the ocean. Each one tells a story of adaptation, of life's relentless will to endure, transform, and thrive in every possible form. They remind us that nature's imagination has no boundaries, and that what we call strange is often nature's most brilliant solution. When we look at them, not with judgment, but with wonder, we begin to understand that beauty is not a shape nor a color, but the miracle of survival itself. And as we continue to explore this planet, we must remember, the world is still filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Hidden beneath waves, under roots, and deep within jungles, life continues to evolve, wild, resilient, and endlessly creative. The strangest creatures, it seems, are not just curiosities of nature, they are our greatest teachers, showing us that every form of life, no matter how unusual, has its own extraordinary place in the grand design of Earth.